the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning! Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people, all those businesses, all those nonprofits that support those teen athletes. I am so excited. I tell you, this is the time of giving and giving. We've, in the last 2 days, I don't know, I think it's up to like 5 seats, just putting it out there. And I know Angela's going to be really excited. Dawn, graduating.
Go Dons!
Which class was that? You don't want to
84.
date yourself. 84! Well, the seats that Teen Sports Radio has raised, I believe there's 5. And it goes, I think, the 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, I'm really excited, but I just got the facts today. We're going to be donating the money next week. So maybe
that's awesome. Thank you so much for your support.
It's all of us. All of us. You just got to put it out there.
We love to help the high school stadium get finished. It's going to be beautiful and gorgeous.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, $1,000, and if you're a Don, pitch it. $1,000, you get your name on a seat.
$1,000, you get your name on a seat.
That's
just think.
Sit on it.
Sit on
That's
you.
what I said. Sit on it. That's what I'm telling people. Get on that.
That always kind of makes me laugh, though. You think about it. You're like, I'm going to put my name somewhere where somebody's sitting.
That's awesome. It all depends upon. I mean, you could have a big name like your name. I always mess it up, Angela Bevan Miller, but it isn't. It's Angela Miller Bevan. You can have two seats.
I think she does it on purpose now.
Seats. It would be nice.
Well, also what's really fun is when I get up for speaking engagements and I have to say, "Hi, I'm Angela Miller Bevan from the Center for Urban Agriculture at Fairview Gardens."
Yeah, you get a big hand just being able to say. Why am I the only one clapping?
I almost choked.
When I clap, we all clap. I mean, I'm like, what are you laughing at, Laura? I always have to hyphenate her last name because it's Arcodia. Woo!
Oh my God, that was really close.
I believe it is pronounced Arcodia. Arcodia.
There it is.
Sort of.
Arcodia.
Without the Mario accent that he has.
The Mario accent. Yes, you must do it that way.
Awesome.
Si.
Yes, awesome. Laura, we love you.
I know. Everybody does.
Laura's not leaving California.
By the way, I was sharing with some other friends in another conversation about someone I knew who was a what the hell do you call them?
Exchange student.
Thank you, an exchange student. I can't even speak my own language. And I said, yeah, this exchange student's from Italy and knows 5 languages. And not only were they rather impressed, but they said, and that is why the educational system in Europe is better than in the United States. Because if we're even lucky, we will know 1 language when we leave school, and that's English.
Right. The funny thing is about, I was a big, my mom, God rest her soul, she came from Germany and met my dad, and when he was in the army. And I've always believed, and because my mom is German and going to Europe, I always thought that the way they were putting kids where they belong by testing, and then actually letting them evolve in their natural gifts and talents. Yeah. And then this country just kind of like spaghetti against the wall. But I got to say one thing, I know of so many people, well, that's what I believe, but I know so many people that just didn't click math, didn't like an Einstein kind of person. Yeah. And if they were in Europe, they would have just maybe gone into the sciences, not math, but into the arts or whatever,
chemistry,
different. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, they're 12 years old or 15 or 18 and it clicks. It just registers. Yeah. See, so, now I'm torn. So I'm really thinking, and it's not, I don't see what the rush is, really.
I feel like, so European education gives you a basis in everything. Like, you know a lot about a lot of things, but then if you're in America and you are a math genius, you can take 5 different math classes with, I don't know, one is physics, one is math 101, one is that, and one is just really focus on math, and then you become a genius in that. And that's something that you can't really do in Europe until you're in university. Oh. So that's the difference.
But the thing about that is that I'm curious, in university in Europe, do they have remedial courses in Europe? Remedial meaning that if you haven't mastered math or you can't read,
You don't get in.
Thank you. That's the way it should be.
You don't get in.
Not be able to get in if you because
Don't know how to write.
yeah.
Because in Europe, we have at the end of high school like this really, really tough exam. That's a 2-week exam where you have like
wow.
all your math, like all your subjects. You have a written thing, and then at the end of these written exams, there's a oral commission where there's like all the teachers in front of you, and they ask you questions and whatever they want.
Wow.
And that's our final high school exam. So
Very interesting.
if you go through that,
Wow.
you're pretty
That's
good.
impressive.
I have a
Anyway,
question.
they were very impressed by the fact that 5 languages.
5 languages.
Wow.
Oh, but you said we just know English, but English is a really tricky language.
It is.
I mean,
I did not know this
I had
until
some
about
really
15 years ago that English language has 65 tenses. 65.
oh no, I just mean from how tricky it is. Like you go from British English to American English, and you say something that
big
you
difference.
really don't want to say.
Well, plus the fact that, for example, the word theater, we spell it ER, but in England they spell it RE.
No, it's even worse.
Well, I know, I understand that, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
They pronounce it laboratory.
Oh yeah.
Privacy.
But for example, in America, like in Britain, they say, okay, in Europe they teach us British English. Okay. And I needed something to erase what I wrote on my paper. And I just turned around and asked my classmate, do
This
you
is
have a
here?
rubber?
Oh no! And here,
I just go,
Dos
"Do you-"
bubbles?
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic.
And he just looks at me like, he was like, buffed and was like, what? And so he was, why do you need it? For what? And I was like, duh, I need to erase what I wrote. And he was like, oh, you mean an eraser? And I was like, duh, that's what I said. And he was like, no, don't say that in America.
Well, Ireland's the same way. You go into a pub and you go in there to enjoy the crack.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Which is the atmosphere.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
now that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't get it the first time I heard it either.
Is that Irish slang, crack, or is that an actual word?
That's an actual word,
It's
yeah.
an actual word. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, very impressive, the education you have.
All right, Mona Mott-Wild is in the house, and she's been talking outside, so I parked her right next to me, and now she has a mic, so you can speak now. This is a lot better. I just dragging you in. You were supposed to be on the next segment, but you can't stop talking. Go ahead, go.
Well, if you say the word pissed in the United States, it means you're angry.
I know.
But in England, it means you're drunk.
Oh, I thought you made you have to go. You
I
wet
thought
yourself.
I thought it was that word.
That's another word in English, but
Okay.
in America.
Well,
See, we weren't allowed to use that word. That was a horrible word when I was growing up. I mean, I'd get in more trouble to saying that word than saying a word I shouldn't say on the radio.
I'd have to edit out, is what you're saying?
So funny. So you have outside of the whole, rubber incident. Have you ever had another? Have you ever had anything else go on like in school?
Oh yeah, totally.
So we like hearing this.
It's always, I don't know, maybe it's always AP literature that tricks me. So we had this exercise that was about a poem, and some words were underlined, and we had to substitute those words with a word that had the same denotation but a different connotation, which
Denotation?
means denotation is dictionary definition,
Oh, of
and
course, everybody knew that
connotation.
in the room but me.
I'm sorry.
I didn't
And-
denotate it.
Okay, wait. I'll make an example. So if you say home will be as a denotation a building in which you live, but then as a connotation you can say it's warm, safe, family, all these things that are not in the definition.
Where you live now, okay.
Yeah. And then if you're less fortunate, it's hell. But so we had this exercise, and there was this thing that said, this one line that said piercing poetry. And I just went like, okay, let's search something, because we had to substitute nice words with something lame. And so I just go, jerking poetry. And my teacher was like, well, that has a different connotation, like another connotation in America. And I was like, oh, please tell me it's not another rubber incident. And she was like, yeah.
That's funny. Terri Cooper gave me a note. All right. We have Terri Cooper in the house. Let's just all give her a hand. Woo! She can't speak, and she's on a radio show. Okay, so she's doing notes, and I'm not good. Okay, it says, I lived in England, and a young man said, I'll knock you up. Thank you, Terri, if you set me up for this tomorrow. And I said, we haven't even had coffee yet. And he said he meant knock on your door. Okay. First of all, okay.
And I
It
believe
sounds so funny when she's reading it instead of like with the excitement in her
What?
voice because
The
she
end
thought
of
she
your
was getting
note.
set
What?
up.
I'm not. Do I take notes? I just plop it out of my mouth. And you haven't tried to read her writing. You know what I mean? Half cursive, half all cap. You know, it's ridiculous.
This happens in other languages too. In French or in English, when you've eaten a lot, you say "I am full." If you say that in French, "Je suis bien," it means I am pregnant.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow. You're
I
fun
believe
to
that's
go out
another
to eat
rubber
with.
incident.
Okay, now I got it.
That is so funny. All right, let's roll it around. We got Dominique Hackett in the house.
Hello,
Put your hands
Erica.
together. Woo!
Good morning,
Dee,
good morning.
What's going on? We don't have a lot of time. You know, I always stick you with like 30 seconds.
Brewer's yeast.
Viewers, what's that?
Brewer's yeast.
Oh, I know
yes.
what that is. That's what you put. That's your secret
I put it on the popcorn, but beware, don't grab the wrong kind of brewer's yeast. There's two kinds of brewer's yeast that you can get at the health food store. There's the tiny little granulars that don't taste good. It actually is brewer's yeast. You can use it to make your own beer, right?
you give the plug to Bragg.
Yeah, this is a plug for Bragg's brewer's yeast. Or it's the flaky brewer's yeast. Usually it dried. It can be in the refrigerated section sometimes, but the flaky brewer's yeast makes things taste like cheese, and it adds in B vitamins.
Nice.
And athletes need B vitamins.
And I
That's
got
in the cereal section next to the flaky corn.
And I got a big shout out to Patricia Braggs and the Braggs Foods. They are so generous to Teen Sports Radio. All I've got to do is send out an email and produce a PDF, and they donate baskets to all of the auctions. And it's auction season right now. So Patricia Braggs, we love you. And if any of you folks out there haven't yet, please look at our new website. And Robert Burrows, we love you. Honest to God. I mean, he totally integrated all of the nonprofits and businesses, and he's linked us all together so everybody gets full value of the 60 to 80,000 hits that Teen Sports gets every single month. And again, and he knows I always give him the winky, and I love this guy too. Dr. D, you did all the commercials, you produced everything. There's no charge for all of your services. You're just thank you so much. I don't know what to say. KCSB AM 1290 has been so generous to this show and all we're trying to do, and it's showing results. I mean, honestly, I can't see how we can't top that $1 million, and that's the goal. And I think if you had to describe what we do best, is that's facilitating.
Yeah.
You know, we partner, and there's a I'm going to announce it next week, but we had a great relationship. We're going to start a great relationship with Carpinteria Boys Club and a natural food store in Carp, and that's just going to be a great connection. And that's just what it is. It's basically partnering, and it's just I'm so happy to be a part of it.
One of the neat things about it, though, too, is the fact that when somebody, when you put the word out, hey, you give X number of dollars, you get this, whether it's an ad on the website or on the radio program, they make the checkout to their favorite nonprofit.
Linked to Teen Sports Radio.
It's linked,
Yeah.
but it's made out to that nonprofit.
Yeah, that's
so
100%.
You just, thank you, and here you go.
Right.
And I think that's great. There's no bookkeeping.
Mm-hmm.
There's 100%. You always talk about this. 100% of your donation
it's
goes
nice.
to the nonprofit of your choice. I think that's great.
Well, Angela gets it. I mean, she gets it.
It is. It's a wonderful program, and Erica has done. You guys have done so much good work.
We.
Why
It's not Eric. It's not it's a the 20
all of us.
plus. Yeah, it's a
But
20
it
plus
is about
shows.
connecting and
Yeah.
having all these relationships. You guys will meet someone I brought a little bit later in the show, but something about we had partnered on so many different projects, and that. It's amazing, all the different organizations and how we've gotten to work together, my friend Anita Ho. But it's been so amazing to see our community coming together and doing this together. So it's a wonderful
I got to
project.
pitch out to Dr. Scott Noble. I mean, we can spend a whole show just thanking people, but he had a great relationship with the food bank, and he was giving spinal exams and free wellness checkups. And then we had Villa Magella come visit, and he heard about it. Brian Falk is now doing Chinese medicine to all of those young teen moms. And then Scott Noble heard about it, and he literally had a whole waiting room full of food. and he picked up all that food and he dropped it off to Villa Magella. So I mean, that's what it's what we're doing.
We're doing a new program with the food bank with Backyard Bounty, and we're going to be growing some plots of food out at Fairview Gardens where it's going to go completely to them. It's going to be their plot, and we're raising all the money to pay for the seeds and the water and the soil.
Nice.
And then they get to come and harvest it, and that goes straight into the food bank.
Awesome.
So another partnership that's still continuing.
All right, I got the smush sign. That means it is go time. But everybody just stay tuned for these great commercials. Thank you again, Dr. D. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Tea. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show, and I'm your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m., and in comes Gregory Madijian! Hey! I don't know, you've been here like in 2 months. We haven't changed. It actually goes, 9 a.m. in the morning, and you're a little late, but that's all right, because you're Gregory. How have you been?
Well, fine. I've been doing lots of things, but what I think I want to share is, I've been in Boy Scouts for a while, and there are 7 ranks. When you start up, you start as Star Scout, and then move on to Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and Eagle. And both of my brothers are an Eagle, and soon I'm going to reach up to Star, which is pretty high up in Scouts.
Yeah! Woo! Congratulations! All right, let's see. I don't know, because, there's no cue cards here, but do you know where you can find us?
Well, let's see if I got this memorized. You can find us at Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and teensportsradio.com at 9 a.m. How's that?
I love it. It's awesome. Well, thank you for showing up, and you know where the mics are, and it's awesome. We're going to move over to here to Mona Mott-Wild. Thank you for coming back, Mona. Director of Gift Planning, also serves on the Art Council at Westmont College. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And you brought a guest.
I brought a guest. So in addition to exercising your body, it's important to exercise your mind. And we have a great event happening in a little bit at Westmont. And I've got Rachel Urbano here to talk about...
Woo! Rachel!
Bonjour de France, a French Family Day.
Hi, thanks for having me. So I work at the Art Museum at Westmont College, and we host this really fun family-oriented event every other year. This year we have Bonjour de France, so it's a French theme. It's free for all families and all ages. We have really fun things going on like craft workshops, food trucks. We have a lot of dance and music performers.
Mime.
We have a mime coming this year. We will have ballet dancers. It's a really fun time for all ages.
Est-ce que vous parlez français?
Non.
Okay.
Un peu.
That was an American French now.
Je parle un peu de français.
Oh,
Yeah.
ça c'est très très bien.
Merci.
Can someone translate that? I don't speak French.
So I just asked her if she speaks French, and she said no.
I even understood that. No is no.
But
no.
you forgot
Ni-
to mention
no.
the crafts.
Yes.
We have a plethora of crafts going on March 1st. I'm sorry, March 5th, Saturday, March 5th. All artists are organizing these crafts, and they're truly extraordinary. And everything's free.
Yeah, we have a variety of crafts that some of them are sculptural, so we have a little French bakery craft workshop. We're going to be making lavender sachets. There's even some paper water lilies that we'll be making, and herb planting, a lot of really fun stuff.
History of art involved. There'll be some pointillism painting.
Yes. And even some kind of stained glass windows that we'll be making.
So this French idea comes from art?
Yes, our art museum is hosting a French exhibition right now of French 19th century art. It's called Barbizon, Realism, and Impressionism in France. And so we developed these family days around our current exhibitions.
Oh, that's very interesting. And
How much does it cost?
Oh,
It's free. It's free. She already told you that.
It is free.
I didn't know she said it in French. She was, mesmerized. It's the whole language. She was.
Well, the crafts are good for kids of all ages. It's fun for adults too. And we love seeing families enjoy doing the crafts together.
how many people do you expect?
In past years, we've had around 1,000 people show up to our campus. So maybe more this year. We are.
Do you guys shuttle at all when you do things like that?
Do. So there is free parking at Montecito Covenant Church on Cold Springs Road.
Which is right up from Cold Springs.
Right up from Cold Springs School.
Awesome.
And then we have a free shuttle going from there to Westmont's campus in the Art Museum.
Nice. Well, we're going to put all that information on our site. And then, make all the other nonprofits, over 20 nonprofits, and all of our community of businesses, make them aware as well. So we'll make it a much bigger event.
Awesome. Thank you.
That'd be awesome. Well, thank you for being here today. Put your hands together. Woo, nice. All right, let's go to another quick little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Tea. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
9 a.m. And all right, Gregory, get on up there. Where else can you find us?
You can find us at Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and teensportsradio.com.
Nice. All right. You wanted to ask a question.
Right. So the hours of your museum, when are they open and closed and stuff?
Yeah, so our museum is open on weekdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's always free admission for everyone. And then our French Family Day on March 5th will be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So what are you thinking, Gregory? You want to lead a band?
We've got berets for guys.
A field trip? Well, there's lots of opportunities the scouts do. Like a good way for us to make to help charity is doing a food bank service. What we do is we give bags and a little note that says, "Drop us food and we'll pick them up and we'll take it to the food bank." And it's a really good opportunity. And of course, the bad news is you have to make sure all the foods don't have expiration dates. You'd be amazed. So.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me. Okay, we're talking about the museum though. So
okay.
Come back to the museum.
All right.
Okay? Follow the train of thought. Don't you think? And your mom's looking at me. She's crying. She's dying right now. Do you think that the scouts? If you're like, how old are you?
15.
15. No, you think like as a 15-year-old boy, you'd maybe want to go to a nice museum and a nice focused around French things and free. No?
Well, what would that mean in French?
I don't know, Laura.
Well, I could be a translator there if someone needs me.
There you go. Awesome. See, we got a free translator now. She loves it. That would be awesome. So anyway, it's all out there for you guys.
I can translate in whatever language you want and even do cartoon imitation. So if that's better.
Awesome. That's fantastic. All right. Well, good. So I like it. It's all beautiful. What else do we have? Terri Cooper is trying to nudge something in. Okay, so we're gonna nudge right now over to Angela Miller-Bevan.
Yeah. Thank you, Erica. I'd like to introduce my guest today, who is Anita Ho, and we have been friends for many years. I met her when she was working for the city of Santa Barbara, and I was involved with Kiwanis. And the sad thing for me is when I was in Kiwanis, she was working at the city, and then she retired and became part of Kiwanis, and then my presidency expired and I left Kiwanis, so we only see each other on special occasions now.
Nice.
But she's involved with a couple different things that I really wanted her to share with everybody. We could start off with some of the youth programs that they have going with our local downtown Kiwanis Club right now.
Nice.
Right. It's the Kiwanis Club of Santa Barbara, and actually there are 3 clubs in this area, one in Carpinteria, South Coast, the Goleta program, and ours. And all our mission is about youth leadership. So it's the leadership development. And in that we have 3 programs At UCSB, we have a group called Circle K, and we have 150 students from UCSB in that program. And they do community service for the Goleta and the Santa Barbara area. And that's pretty much all our clubs. That's what we do, is community service. So that's the UCSB students. Then we have a really cool group. I started a year and a half ago. It's called the Aktion Club. It's the K for Kiwanis, Aktion Club. And it's the only international program for disabled adults that do community service. And so they give back to the community, just like everyone else. And we do projects, joining the Kiwanis or the Circle K. We do a lot of projects in the community on their own and joining with the other.
We rang the
program.
bell. This year we rang the bell for the Salvation Army.
And Angela usually does it with another member, Pete. And they usually have a contest. Who knows the most people on State Street? So the two of them have contests with each other. Who knows the most? Of course, our Aktion Club members come in and they blew them away, right?
They knew more people at Aktion Club that people are like stopping, honking the horn, and I'm like, wait, I know someone. Hold on. Hey, do you want to be my friend?
So they definitely get around the community, do a lot of service, so they knew everyone. And then the third one, it's kind of cool. It's out of Cleveland School. We have a program called Bugs, Bringing Up Grades. And at the beginning of each semester, the students make a pledge. They look at their courses, and whether it be math, science, or English, and they pledge on their own which grade they want to bring up. And they work the whole semester, and that grade that they bring up, they are rewarded with the, pizza cupcake party at the end of the semester. So it's really cool because they monitor it themselves, and then we reward them because they decide on their own they want to bring these grades up. And part of that, there's something called K-Kids, K again for Kiwanis, and like Gregory said, doing community service. Even the elementary school kids, they learn about community service. They can do food drive, cleaning up graffiti in their own area. So it's within their own capacity of doing that. So that's the leadership development that we do that we're really proud of. And I want to tell you, with the Aktion Club, we're doing this fundraiser, Kyle's Kitchen. Kyle is a program that started several years ago. It's the owners of Silver Greens, but they started Kyle's Kitchen because their oldest son, Kyle, is a special needs boy, and his favorite thing is hamburger and salad. So they opened this restaurant, and they donate a portion of their profits every month to a nonprofit. So February this month, they're giving it to our Aktion Club, and we want to go to the Rose Parade and build the floats the week before. So we'll be there in the big pavilion with 10 floats building it for that week. So that's what we're doing. So, yeah, they'll be around to get rid of us. Yeah.
Have you guys been to Kyle's Kitchen? Has everybody been to Kyle's Kitchen?
I haven't.
It's in Goleta, and it's the best food. They make really good food, and it's very inexpensive. It's not expensive, and then they give a portion back to a different organization every month. So they pick a different group.
I think they gave about $50,000 last year to 12 different organizations. That's a lot of money. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a little break. Okay? All right, cool. Thank you. And thank you for being here, and please come back.
Yes.
All right, let's take a short little break. We've got a lot more commercials, new commercials to listen from Dr. D. Dr. D, we love you. This is Erica Salda. We will be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people and businesses. We just got to put our hands together again, because the money is just flowing like a machine. I love this time. I don't know why. You wouldn't even think it's, tax preparation between now and probably, I don't know, I would say the end of August, or actually March. That's why, people are dialed into the giving, don't you think? This is the fire monkey year, that's why. People are on fire, D. They're just throwing the money out the window.
What taxes? I was done January.
Yeah, you were awesome.
I was done.
I know, it was nice.
I have my refund on the 2nd of January.
That's sweet.
I kid you not.
I'll take some of that refund because I had to pay.
I didn't get that much.
He couldn't fill up his tank.
I could not.
As low as gas prices are, he could not fill up his tank, but that's okay. All right, Dominique, who did you bring?
I am hosting Terri's guest, Miss Terri Cooper.
Terri Cooper hit me, okay? Terri, you can't talk, okay? You come to a radio show and you're not... Ooh, the faces. The faces, she's wiping her finger across her face. I'm not even going to go what else is going on. That's not nice. All right, so Dominique is taking over, all right.
And Laura is going to help me do the introductions.
All right.
So Terri brought Andy Harper.
Woo! Andy Harper's in the house.
He is the executive director of the Santa Barbara City College Center for Lifelong Learning. And he has had a peripatetic life for...
A what? Pathetic?
No, not
Ouch!
pathetic.
She just whacked me. I thought you said pathetic. What?
Peripatetic. Peripatetic.
Para.
It's, okay.
Para.
He's a globetrotter. Let's say it like that.
Oh! AP English. Okay, I get you. I got it.
So he worked in several administrative positions at the University of Tampa, the University of Florida, in Florida, the University of Central Florida, Sultan Qaboos, is it? Schreiner College. He has been a classroom teacher in London, in Montpellier, Cairo, and San Sebastian. He has a BA degree in comparative literature and an MA degree in English as a second language. So,
we didn't even lose Terri Cooper and all that. That's awesome, Laura. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. I like what she. She even got thumbs up. We gotta take a picture of that. The thumbs up. All right.
So why don't you talk a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Thank you very much for inviting me today, and thank you for the introduction also, and for calling me pathetic. That's one of the nicest things anybody's ever said about me, I think.
Yeah. It was peripatetic, but okay.
Yeah, so I'm the executive director at the Center for Lifelong Learning, and we've been open for about 3 years now, and we're the old adult ed, and we offer the personal enrichment classes that adult ed used to offer. So we have 25 different program areas, and lots of arts and crafts programs, languages, psychology, and also a lot of programs that I think the parents of teens and young kids would be very interested in taking. So we have a big parenting program where the parents can bring in their young kids to the classroom with them and do activities with the kids. A lot of seminars for parents of teenagers. And we also have a lot of classes where the parents come with their kids. Minors can take classes from the age of 14 and up. They just have to fill in a minor application form, and the parents sign it. And if the class takes place during high school hours, then the high school principal has to sign it also. But a lot of kids take arts and crafts classes in particular, music classes, guitar playing, foreign languages, and often come with their parents or their grandparents to take the classes together.
Wow.
Are those classes... Oh, sorry.
I find this really interesting because a lot of times people give for granted the fact that when you're out of school, you basically don't have to learn anymore. So this is really, really interesting.
Yeah,
to combine the people, parents and kids. It's cool.
Yes, it's a pretty amazing program. We have over 8,000 students a year, unduplicated. That's individual students taking classes, and 5,000 to 6,000 every term. And we have 4 terms a year: summer, fall, winter, and spring.
Wow.
Are you still located? There were 2 campuses before when it was adult ed. Are there still 2 campuses?
Yeah, the majority of the classes still take place at the Shot campus, which is on 310 West Padre Street, and at the Wake campus, which is on 300 North Turnpike. And we have some classes outside also in fitness studios and places like that in town. But the vast majority are at the Wake campus and the Shot campus.
I've been in Santa Barbara for over 30 years, and every now and then I've taken a class. How long has the program been going on? Because it's wonderful.
Well, the continuing education program at City College has been going for 65 years. It was originally set up as an English as a second language program, but now it grew very, very quickly. And then about 4 years ago, when the budget crunch happened in California, the college had to decide whether they were going to put the state money into offering college and career prep programs for non-credit or into the personal enrichment classes. And there wasn't a lot of choice, really, because the state made it very clear that the money should go for career prep and college prep. And And so we took the personal enrichment classes, and that's 300 or 400 classes every term, every quarter, and we charge about $6 an hour, $6.50 on average per class hour for those classes.
Which classes do you teach?
Myself? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't teach anymore, I'm afraid. I don't really have the time. But
okay. But in the program then?
Oh, sure. Well, we have like say, 25 different program areas, arts and crafts, foreign languages, parenting, writing and literature, CLL Presents, which is a lecture series, and a lot of new classes. About 16 to 20% of the classes every year, every term are new. We have a lot of psychology classes, including classes taught by our own very Terri Cooper, who's a managed family
Terri Cooper
therapist. And Terri actually has some great classes coming up. She teaches about 3 or 4 classes every term, usually Saturday morning workshops. And the Saturday morning workshops are really, really popular. They carry continuing education units if they're offered in health or in psychology. And they're a big chunk of our program. Anyway, so Terry's offering some programs. 3 big classes coming up. April the 16th, Exploring the Wisdom Spectrum, Journeys in Consciousness. April the 30th, Staying Sane in a Crazy World. And June the 2nd, you're getting very sleepy, Mastery Through Self-Hypnosis.
What was that second class that you just said? What was it called?
Staying Sane in a Crazy World, and it's very ironic that Terry's actually teaching that class. It's not.
If you could see her staying sane in a crazy world here, you would all understand.
What's the fun of staying sane? Honestly, I really don't understand this philosophy.
On the languages, do you have anything set up for, say, for example, you had a student just throwing it out, going to Bishop and just not grasping and struggling in Spanish? Could they go after school and then go there and maybe get like a Spanish tutoring, which is a class like another, some teachers just, you don't connect with everybody. So maybe just getting another, maybe, do you have conversational Spanish?
We have conversational Spanish and French.
Oh, okay, cool.
We don't do tutoring, one-on-one or two-on-one tutoring. So the classes tend to be anything from 10 and up. The smallest class we offer is 5. The classes can run with only 5 students. But the language classes are anything from 10 to...
But it would help. I mean, another hour
very, very helpful.
Spanish or French.
And they're very, very lively classes. Everybody's there to learn, have fun. $6 an hour.
Because if you went to go get a tutor, for a language, it's a lot more than $6 an hour.
It's way than $6, more than $6 an hour.
And they also teach Italian too.
Do they teach Italian?
We used to. I don't think we're doing that anymore. But
I took Italian.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. But another really big area that we offer that's very popular with all ages as well as the minors is fitness. We do fitness, dance, yoga, a lot of NIA classes, for example. As I say, the yoga classes.
The meditation?
And a lot of meditation, belly dancing.
Here we go, Dominique.
Well, I just want to make a plug. When I was 16, I took a couple of college classes with my father. And they're some of the best memories that I have. I took conversational Spanish class so that we would speak more Spanish at home. Even though I had, 6 years of school Spanish, that was way more enjoyable to take it with a family member.
That's so cool.
I also took a logic class.
I thought you had a dysfunctional family.
Yeah,
you sound all your stories are very functioning. Highly functioning family. What? I'm gonna say, why everyone?
So I just want to make that recommendation that as a teenager, encourage your family members, encourage your parents to go back to school with you. It is really fun.
Are there scholarships available for this program?
Sure, we have they're called Tuition Assistance Awards, and that's $75, and anybody can apply. And it's a very simple little form that you fill in online or in the main office at the Shot or Wake campus, and basically you put down your how much income you get a month and how much you spend a month, and then you ask for the award, and then pretty much anybody who applies for it gets it, and then that $75 gets put towards the tuition for any class that's happening in that term.
And do you have to be from Santa Barbara?
No, you can be from anywhere.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, what are the qualifications to teach at the adult ed?
That was my question.
Sure.
That was a good question, Dominique, because I was just going to ask that question.
Yeah, well, it's different from the credit classes and the other non-credit certificate classes, and because the center is not state funded, the teachers don't need to get academic qualifications, and a lot of them do have MAs and PhDs. But what we're really looking for in our teachers are professional experts in their fields. So professional experts who can teach. So we're looking for people with a lot of practical experience, preferably teaching experience. If they've got some kind of degree or certification, then so much the better. But we're not looking for PhDs because they don't always make the best teachers.
Okay. But so it's still like just teachers. There's no volunteers that like help in this program.
Occasionally, people can come in and be a volunteer guest speaker, for example.
Oh.
And
okay.
we certainly welcome the guest speakers and any kind of volunteers, really. But because the teachers are professional experts, they deserve to be paid, and we want to pay them.
There is one class you did forget to mention, though. There is a class being held with Terri Cooper as the instructor on April the 3rd. However, it's a class of 1, and you'll have to tune in because she's a guest on my program, April 3rd at 7 a.m. and p.m.
Nice. This girl, she gets around. Hope she can talk by then.
Oh, yeah. She'll be fine. Matter of fact, I probably won't be able to stop her, which is fine.
She's pent up. She's got a lot of energy.
I know.
She's got a lot. Dr. Energy's going to have a lot of energy. No talking for 10 days. That's all right. Hey, you want to take a break?
Sure.
All right, let's take a break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We've got another section. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. I mean, doors opening. You're pointing at me. I'm freaking out right now. Terri Cooper, sit down. Okay. Just like opening the door, closing the door.
Hoping you get rid of the ones that are really bad.
Communicating that I have to ask another question.
She'd be great at what's that? Is it Pictionary or charades or whatever?
Oh my God,
that?
yeah, totally.
Charades.
I can totally
She'd be really
see
good.
that. And I
Laura, you had a question. We have 5 minutes.
So how to register to the program?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for asking. So we have our website, and that's the CLL. The Center for Lifelong Learning, the CLL.org, and the PDF of our printed schedule is there, and people can register online. We have a lot of videos there also made by the teachers, a wonderful series called Look and Learn, where teachers just talk for 1 minute about stuff, telling people how to do things, and they talk about themselves on the videos, and people can register right there online. It's a very simple application process.
Okay, Andy, what else? You had something else, too, because we have like 3 minutes left, not 5 minutes, so I don't want to cut you off, but what other things that you wanted to bring up?
Well, just that also the continuing education units are a very big part of the program. People can come and just take, they're free, the continuing education units. And we're always looking for sponsors, businesses, a lot of businesses sponsor classes, and they're all very welcome.
Nice.
So the CLL.org.
Right, that's a nonprofit?
Well, it's part of Santa Barbara City College.
Perfect. Well, if they link to, it's a nonprofit, so if you link to Teen Sports Radio, then you can be part of our partnering as far as what we do for the community with the businesses.
Wonderful.
And then you could also offer any business service that we offer on the site, and all the monies go directly to you. So we'd like to offer that to you.
Thank you so much. We'd love to do that. Thank you. We'd love to participate.
I got the wink from Dr. Deeks. We have 2 minutes left as well because of Terri Cooper. So you could thank Terri Cooper
Thank
for
you,
this.
Terri Cooper.
You don't even know what you're thanking her for. Okay. You're going to thank Terri Cooper for the free commercial we're going to give you.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank
it's
you.
worth $10,000.
Thank you very much, Terri
You're
Cooper
welcome.
and Erica and everybody.
All right, so we go back to Mona. Mona, what do we got? Westmont, we got 1 minute. French? Mona?
Yes, all things French. Come to on Saturday, March 5th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Bonjour de France, a French family day. Free to the public, mimes.
I got to say one thing about this. We don't have any of those open floor plans, where, remember when I went, when I went into I don't know what I was, I was in a museum, and you were reading the floor sculpture, and I walked right through that floor sculpture, and I didn't destroy any, and it was a famous person. It took 3 weeks to set it up, and I walked right through it. What was the guy's name?
Carl Andre.
Carl, I swear I didn't touch it. And I'm saying, you're famous and you're an American artist, and I walked right through it. I don't know how I did it. I didn't knock anything. So
It just made it worth more.
It was. It just enhanced it. It was awesome. All right, so we have Fairview Gardens. What else is going on? We got a minute.
So Fairview Gardens, we have an art show at the Scape has an art show down at the Galita Library all the month of February, and we get proceeds from anything that's sold at that art show. So please go check it out, and then please go by Kyle's Kitchen to support the Aktion Club, because that's a great organization to support.
All right, you're Angela. I love you.
I love you too,
Bevan. I love all three of you. Mona Wiles was in the house today. Terri Cooper didn't say a word. I love her. I love the best hour I've ever spent with Terri Cooper. Dominique Hackett, Laura Arcodia. Did I do that okay?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah! Dr. D, and of course Gregory. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We will enjoy Santa Barbara till the day we all die, because Santa Barbara is the greatest place on the planet to live. And all you out there, thank you for giving. Any businesses want to participate, go on our website. Any nonprofits that want to participate, go on our website. Any more teen, we've got a whole gallery. I increased all of the storage so we can fit as many pictures as we want. And I got to thank everything to Robert Burrows. Robert Burrows, put your hands together. You're awesome. Dr. D, KCSB AF 1290. Thank you all. Thank you most of all for Les. Les, this is your brainchild. We love you all. God bless Santa Barbara. See you next week.